to our Fix and Modify Golf Carts playlist. This is the first video we're starting in this playlist. First golf cart we're going to be working on. Today we're going to be putting this VGlide in. We finally got our VGlide, and then what does it do? Get really windy. So we're going to do the best we can. We parked behind the motorhome here, hoping it will block a bunch of the wind, but we'll do the best we can. So let's get to it. Okay, to get started, we're going to remove the seat. Okay, now I'm going to pull these jumper cables out. I put these in to hot wire this. I've been driving around for a week with these jumper cables, just hooked to the second to last coil here, and then also hooked to the VGlide over here, which has gotten me so I can drive around while we're waiting for the new part. We don't need those. And what we're going to do now, we're going to pull these 3 batteries so we can get down to the VGlide here and get this removed. Okay, this here went a long time without a handle like this. Didn't know they existed till my brother showed me about them, but really nice. Okay, I've got a 3/8 socket here, and to get to the VGlide, the bolt it's underneath. Okay, gonna take off the cable going to the throttle pedal. We're gonna pull off all of our wires. So now we're going to pull the actuator wire right here off of the solenoid. How these older GS club cars work, probably other models too, but work with the VGlide has a wiper on the back side here. This is what burned out on us. They just totally melted that. But this is supposed to be right here. Slides across here. Then that's going to put power to each one of these wires. And each one of these wires comes over to here. And each wire goes to a coil. And that's how it does a speed control. So there's the old one. I think it wasn't quite getting all the way to this top. Like it's only getting this far or something, but it just melted right there. It got real hot and melted out. They've got that slides on there, and then they got a switch. This is what turns the coil, activates the coil, which gives power to the motor. There's the new one, see, nice and smooth. See how far this one goes. The last one, we burned it out. We were climbing the mountain. The mountain was 360 feet tall. We made about 1.5 miles, and then that burned out. So we're going to replace it with this one, and we're going to try to go further. This golf cart is what we're using for distance testing. We've got the solar panels on it, power, to see how far we can go. Our first test we're doing with just the lead acid, and we're going to do more tests where we actually run the panels. So we're going to replace this, and then see how far we can go. Okay, now we're going to hook up the accelerator pedal. Pops on there, that slides forward. Now that's hooked up. Okay, now we want to look at this other side and see the range we have. Okay, so see there? There's the range, but you can see here it's not going. It needs to be here for that final gear, a good solid connection, and it's not that far. Let's see if we can find some adjustment on here and get it that way more. All right, we'll try to figure out how to get that better. Okay, to adjust this, you just spin this whole thing. I've already spun it out to the right spot, and so it's good to go. And then you just tighten this up. We'll pull a wrench on that and give it a good snug, but that's all there is to it to adjust that. Now we'll show you the other side. Hey, look at that. Perfect connection now. That should make a big difference when we go up that mountain. Okay, now we're going to clear up these wires with this wire brush. Okay, now we're going to start putting these wires back on. We got the black, blue, green, yellow, orange all put on here. And then the white wire goes on the bottom here. Okay. It's got this cover that came on the new one, but the way these wires are, you can't get it on there. It explains why there wasn't one on there when we started. So, extra parts, who needs it? All right, let's go ahead and hook up green wire onto the Now we're going to hook up the black wire onto here. So we have to cut that, splice this one on. Okay, so we've got this one, the black wire. We cut this off, spliced it, put the original red wire back on that was hooked to here, got this tightened up, and now we're ready to drop batteries in. Oops, we missed a wire. We're supposed to hook this one up too. Okay, now we're all hooked up. This is another problem. We'll get that fixed before we go on our next road trip. Okay, there we go. All hooked back up, ready to ride. Now I don't have all my batteries bolted down or anything like that because I pull them out and put them in so often because we're working on this constantly. But they seem to stay put. But we'll see how far we get before we break down again. All right, thank you everyone so much for watching. We got her done, and I'd like to mention our giveaway. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, one of our subscribers is going to win $1,000, and we will put details to how they're going to win in our next videos. And we'll be posting more videos about this golf cart as I add more stuff. We're going to add a speedometer and a shunt so we can measure the watts, how much we're pulling. We've got a few more things we put on it before we take it on our distance challenges. So thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe.